I'm Matthew Johnson. I play first base as well.
Corey Raby playing right field.
My name's Heath Smith, and I play center field.
All right, guys. Once again, thank you for being here. And it's still March. It's March Madness. It's March 31st. Tomorrow's April Fool's Day, but it's still March Madness, and basketball's going on. So let's talk a little bit about NCAA tournament. Hopefully y'all have been following along with it. It's been one of the craziest tournaments, I believe, since they've had the NCAA tournament. More upsets than in any other tournament. And I think UCLA's upset last night over Michigan gave the tournament the most upsets in history. So, guys, I know Gonzaga is the favorite and all, so I want to ask you if you think they'll win. That's no slight on the Bruins. Coach Kegley, you know they're one of the, UCLA, that's one of the names in NCAA lore, just probably more championships than any other school.
Right. I couldn't tell you who's playing right now, honestly.
Right.
No idea.
Focus on baseball, right?
Is it college baseball or MLB? I couldn't tell you.
But guys, I want to ask y'all, who you think will win? Who you think Gonzaga will play? I know Gonzaga plays UCLA in the Final Four. So they're they're big favorites to win. But Baylor and Houston, who you think Gonzaga will play in the finals?
Well, I haven't really been keeping up with it, but I don't know which team's really better. I couldn't tell you. Maybe one of these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'd like to see Baylor win, really, but I believe Gonzaga's going to get them in the end.
Think Baylor will get past Houston?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what about you, Raby?
I don't really follow basketball, nor do I watch it at all ever. So I don't have nothing to say about it.
Come on, guys. It's March Madness.
Houston's going to beat Baylor.
Oh, Hunter he's going with Houston?
I don't keep up with basketball either, so.
Okay. Well, that's fine. So y'all's attention is focused on baseball right now, where it should be. But once again, we have Oliver Springs Bobcats here in the studio, and head coach of the Bobcats is Tony Kegley, a longtime coach, Oliver Springs baseball. And Coach Kegley, we got great baseball weather here, don't we? We got rain. I believe y'all got rained out today, and it's going to get cold. We got a freeze warning, so
Right on time. Right on time. No, we got flooded last week. Park was underwater, so we're ready to roll now.
Right, but I'll tell you what, after last year, after not having any baseball, so we'll take this any day, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And before you start talking a little bit about yourself, I'd like to ask you first about your 2020 seniors. I was reading up, you had a very special group last year that obviously the season was canceled, and if you would just talk about your seniors from a year ago.
Not just good baseball players, they were good men. We had a really great relationship. They were hardworking kids. They were outstanding students. They're doing well right now, and most of them are going to Tennessee Tech, or a couple have already got into employment, and they're going to be great husbands and fathers, which is what we try and do at our school.
How many seniors did you have last year?
6.
You had 6. I'd say you could rattle their names off now, right?
Blake Crace.
Played
Tanner Stoneball.
Football.
Right.
Blake.
Tanner Stoneball. Matthew Armstrong. Trey Boswell. Bryson Alcorn. And I'm forgetting one. Ryan Jones.
Ryan Jones.
Thank you, guys.
I recognize some of those names from played football, so Oliver Springs had outstanding football season. And I guess that would have been 2019,
Right.
fall of 19, but 2020 senior class. So it is a really good group of seniors that you just mentioned. But if you would, right now, baseball is opening day tomorrow, Major League Baseball. But, the Bobcat, I believe this is the third week of high school season. So if you would just talk a little bit about, well, first let's talk about yourself. Just tell everybody out there a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a graduate from Kingston High School in 1988. I've been the head baseball coach here since the fall of 1997, so I've been here 23 years. Before that, I was an assistant coach at Rockwood High School under David Lane, who's also back at Rockwood again. That's pretty much it.
So that's pretty good. Been the coach 23 years, 23rd season. Last week we had on Coach Hedden, the girls softball. He's in his 24th season, so that's quite the stability at Oliver Springs, and that's good to see. So you 1988 graduate at Kingston?
Yes, sir.
So what's your playing career there at
I didn't play
Kingston?
baseball at
You
Kingston.
didn't play any baseball?
I did not.
Did you play any sports there at Kingston?
No, sir.
Uh-huh.
I thought I was going to go into sports medicine. When I got to MTSU, I decided to get into teaching, and then I got the coaching bug, and here we are.
Did you play any baseball growing up? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
The Dixie Youth there in Kingston, played the Babe Ruth there.
Kingston had a really good basketball season this year. Do you know Coach Naramore?
Yes.
Kingston?
Good guy.
Sure, certainly is, and had him on the show earlier this year. And Coach Kegley, if you would, and I've heard a lot of good things about you, from more than a few people. Really good guy you are, and
Thank you.
thank you for being here on the show once again. And so after you graduated Kingston, did you go to college?
Went to Rome State for 2 years, and then I went to Middle Tennessee State University.
So when did you get the coaching bug?
Probably about the second year I was at MTSU.
And before you came to Oliver Springs, was that your first
I was an assistant coach at Rockwood for 2 years.
prior to that?
Mhm.
And who was the coach then?
David Lane.
David Lane. Is he still the?
He's at Rockwood again. He went to Rome State and coached at Rome State for a while. Then he became the dean of the middle college there, and now he's back at Rockwood again.
Right, I've heard Coach Lane's name mentioned quite a few times, and he was the head coach at Rome State at one time. I think
Yes, sir.
that's back when I was in college at Rome State. Seems to be in the early '80s.
This would have been probably around 2007.
Okay. So let's talk about what your family.
Got a 20-year-old daughter. I was married for 23 years. My wife passed away in July of 2019.
Sorry to hear that.
The community is what helped get us through that. These guys that I'm fortunate to have a relationship with every day. The faculty there. I've got a core group of real close friends that helped us get through that, and we were blessed.
What do you teach at Oliver Springs?
I teach lifetime wellness, PE, and this year I'm teaching ACT prep.
Okay. You coach any other sports?
I'm assistant football coach. I coach the defensive backs and special teams.
You help Coach Green?
Yes, sir.
Y'all have had some good, outstanding teams here the last few years.
Yes.
And, saw y'all play in the playoffs. Right now, we're going to go ahead and take our first break of the night. We'll be back to visit with these Oliver Springs Bobcats, and we're on with head coach Tony Kegley. We welcome your phone calls. Coach Kegley is not really wanting to take any, but we might be able to talk him into it. But give us a call if you can, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Locker Room Chat.
Roan Metals Group has been serving East Tennessee for decades. Locally owned and operated with convenient hours of operation. Roan Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing's too big or too small. Still have that clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Roan Metals Group are specialists in industrial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Roan Metals urges you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. A member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Roan Metals Group. Turn that scrap into cash.
Ncaa Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Ncaa Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Ncaa Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Ncaa Pharmacy has a drive-through for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Ncaa Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
Duff Subaru would like to announce the opening of our brand new, larger facility in Kingston. This new facility was designed to offer unmatched comfort and convenience for our customers. Our service department now offers full tire and alignment services, express oil changes, and a car wash included with each service. We're conveniently located at I-40 Exit 356 in Kingston, an easy drive from anywhere in the greater Knoxville area. Earl Duff Subaru, Tennessee's only 10-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Award.
Take advantage of financing as low as 0% during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Earl Duff Subaru in Kingston.
We all know that real estate is location, location, location.
Our team at Just Homes Group Realty Executives has the true expertise, pairing buyers and sellers with the right opportunities.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell a home right here in Knoxville,
Lenoir City, Clinton, or Farragut, we have the expertise throughout every Knoxville surrounding area. Call Just Homes Group Realty Executives today.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is your gift destination. Shop the new plush selection for that special someone. We have Bath & Body Works popular fragrances and custom gift baskets too. Live and Let Live has a wide selection of gift and home decor for any occasion, from yard flags to selected jewelry plus much more. We have Big Orange giftware always available year-round. And don't forget to enjoy a soda fountain treat while you shop. Live and Let Live Drugstore, Gift Shop, and Soda Fountain in downtown Rockwood.
Welcome back into the Locker Room Chat. And my guest tonight is Tony Kegley, head coach of the Oliver Springs Bobcats. And Coach Kegley, if you would, just talk a little about your team this year, 2021.
Last year, I feel really handicapped us. Like we said earlier, we had a really good class last year, and a lot of these guys that are playing this year, last year was going to be a developmental year for them, and that didn't really happen. So we're working at getting better each and every day, and these guys show up every day and eager to work and listen and try and do what we ask them to do, and so we're looking towards May. Mm-hmm. Nobody cares how you play right now. It's how you play in May.
Tournament time, right?
Yes, sir.
Just develop the players along the way and get better and as you go, right?
Yes,
last year with the COVID, as you mentioned, these kids were sophomores and were actually juniors, but they missed their whole junior year, so sophomore experience, right? But what would you say the strong points of the Bobcats?
Pitching, although we've not done a real good job of that up to this point, but when we put it together, we've got 3 or 4 guys that can pitch the ball, can pitch extremely well. We also play fairly good defense. Again, at times we're not doing that. part of that is that you're off again, and we're having to move a lot of guys to a lot of different positions. Our roster is a little bit more limited this year than it usually is, so which in some ways is a good thing, some ways it's a bad thing.
How's the season going thus far?
We're 3-5 right now, and we're 3-4 in the district.
3-5, 3-4, basically playing all district games so far, pretty much.
Weather's not been real cooperative lately, so.
And you mentioned you're looking forward to May tournament time, and what's your expectations of this team?
I expect us to be in the running for the district championship when it comes to May. That's the expectation every year, and I told these guys the standard doesn't change. The standard's always there.
You're in a 9-team district, I believe. Who would you say right now is the team to beat? Or
I would say there's probably about 4 teams. You got Harriman, you've got Rockwood, you've got Cofield, you've got Oneida. Am I leaving anybody out, guys? Midway.
The Green Wave.
I mean, all those guys. I mean, Cofield swept us, and they do a real good job up there. Harriman, I went and watched Harriman and Rockwood play last week, and it was a back and forth type game. They seem to be fairly balanced. Midway's got 2 or 3 guys as far as pitchers go that'll be difficult, and Oneida is extremely athletic.
what would you say the style of play the Bobcats play?
We're an old school type team. We're going to bunt. We're going to hit and run. My guys play hard all the time, and I guess
try to manufacture
you would say
runs.
I'm an old school type coach.
Trying to manufacture some runs.
Each team's different. Like the team last year, they were going to have an opportunity at times to piece hits together. I'm still playing with lineups and who can do what, who's got particular roles and things of that nature. But right now we're playing a lot of situational type baseball. We're going to bunt, we're going to hit and run, we're going to slash, stuff along those lines.
Okay. Go ahead and talk about your staff right now.
Okay. Brian Chanel, he's coaching the outfielders for us. Tanner Turpin coaches the pitchers. Austin Jones, who is Ryan Jones' older brother, he coaches the infielders. We all coach the hitters, and I coach the catchers.
And you had some of those guys on your staff for a while?
Tanner and Austin have been with me for at least 3 or 4 years, and they both played for me. This is Coach Chanel's first year with me. He does a real good job. He sees things from another perspective. He's very detail oriented. He's quite cerebral as far as his approach goes, as far as coaching goes.
Coach Kegley, you took over what year? Was it 97?
I came in the fall of 97, yes, sir.
So your first season, 98, and baseball coach. And just talk about some of the success you've had while you've been at Oliver Springs. How far have y'all advanced in postseason?
2006, we made it to the state tournament. We were, I believe our record was 25-7. Outstanding team. They were a good bunch of guys as well. 2010, we won the district again. I think we lost in the region semifinals to a good Harriman team. And 2012, we also won a district championship. I think Harriman may have knocked us out then too.
When you took over for Oliver Springs coaching, you took over a program that had seen some success.
Yes.
And so you came in with probably a little pressure on you, you'd think, to win.
No more pressure than I put on myself. These guys will tell you I put a tremendous amount of pressure on them. I expect a lot out of them, but I expect a lot out of me too. We we work hard every single day. Actually, 2 o'clock today, these guys are on spring break and they're on the field at 2 o'clock, and we're pulling a tarp off.
Right.
Which a tarp, most people don't know, a tarp dries 2,700 pounds, and it was not dry today. So you're probably looking at about 4,500 pounds, and it
You have to get it off
People's-
there. You don't want to get too much rain on it, right?
or you don't want the sun to come out and it'll burn up the grass. And we work real hard on the field. Somebody also I need to mention Eddie Kelly, who is a long time. He was an assistant for me. He coached my pitchers for several years. He's also the park director. He does a great job as far as helping us upkeep the field. When he mows, you can tell he's mowed. I mean, it's striped. It looks great.
And y'all play at Arrowhead Park, right?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Hightower Field.
Hightower Field. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and meet these Bobcats. We got 3 seniors here with us right now, and Coach, if you would, we'll start out with Caleb Blackie. Coach, if you would, tell us a little bit about Caleb.
Caleb's been with us for 4 years. We call him Cheesy, and that's why. He smiles all the time. He works extremely hard. He's a good leader. He's bringing some of the young guys along, showing them how we do things, trying to find a spot in the order for him that fits where he's at. He's an all-around good kid. I don't have to worry about him. He's going to do things the way they need to be done.
So, Caleb, what position do you play again?
I play second base.
Play second base. Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm number 22.
This your first year starting?
Yes, sir.
You were going to start some last year.
I was going to start last year, but we didn't get to play.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So, you play any other sports?
No, sir. I do not. Just baseball.
What do you like about playing baseball?
I love being around my teammates. Just really great guys. I love the sport. Been playing it my whole life. Just a lot of fun.
How's the season going thus far for you?
The season been going all right for me. I can definitely improve on some stuff, batting wise. You can always improve, get better.
Coach, do you have any of these seniors with us? Do you have any? Are they captains or?
I don't name a captain.
You don't name a captain. Okay. So what's some of your? How's the season going for you? As far as the individual, how's it going for you?
Well, I've been doing, I guess, decent at the plate. I could do better. I guess I'm doing pretty good in the field. And, we're just working towards May. Ready for those.
I believe I just asked you that question, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you turned any double plays yet?
Not this year, no. We had one chance we didn't convert, though.
What's some of your individual goals? Did you set any individual goals?
After I graduate high school, I would like to go to Rome State for 2 years, and I'm looking to become a mechanical engineer, and then transfer on to a 4-year college, get my degree in that, and hopefully get a good job.
Well, I mean, as far as playing baseball at Oliver Springs, do you have any individual goals coming into the season, like you like to bat a 300 or any?
I'm just looking to help out the team batting wise and do what I can on the field to help us win.
What about team goals?
We're looking to win a championship, like we always have been.
Who would you say your biggest rival is?
Cofield.
Cofield. And you said you played them already this year, early in the year?
Yeah, we lost both times to them.
You'd like to play them again, right?
Yeah, we're eager to get back at them.
Uh-huh. How does it feel to play for Oliver Springs and to put on that purple and gold? You grew up an Oliver Springs kid?
Yes, sir. I've played around this area my whole life, and it feels great to put on the uniform, play every night that I can.
And Caleb, what's going back to school here? What's some of your favorite memories of going to Oliver Springs High School?
Hanging out with guys, going to school, stuff like that.
You have a favorite subject in school?
Yeah, I like history pretty good. I'm a history guy.
Have you ever had Coach Kegley as a teacher?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I think we've all had Coach Kegley.
How you like playing for Coach Kegley? Tell us about that.
He's a great coach. I've been there for 4 years. He's pushed me to be my best, and he will continue to do that.
And you told us earlier or a while ago about your plans for graduation. After graduation, if you would go ahead and talk about that again. What's your plans for when you graduate? Would you like to go in and play some more college ball, or?
If I did get the opportunity, that's always there, but I'm looking at school first, going to a Roan State, stuff like that.
So you want to go into engineering?
Yes, mechanical engineering. So.
That's great. Where do you bat in the order?
I batted 5th in the order, but that's moving around.
Okay. All right, let's go talk a little bit to Hunter. Coach, talk a little bit about Hunter.
Hunter's playing first base. He started out as a third baseman. Is that right, Hunter?
He just looks like a first baseman. When I saw him when he come in, I was talking to him, I thought to myself, he was a first baseman.
We looked at him a little bit in the outfield, but we determined that first base would be a better slot for him. He's the guy that kind of keeps everybody loose. I don't think Hunter ever has a bad day. He has a good time. I really appreciate how he works. It carried over from football. Hunter would do whatever it took to help the team. If that meant he had to go play, I think he went and played center one game, and because we were in need at that point. And he also played tight end, and I'm going to say he was a linebacker maybe. So Hunter's kind of a jack of all trades. He'll do whatever you ask him to do. When I talked about, I'd already told him preseason I was going to play him at first base. I said, I think I'm going to need you in the outfield. He said, I'll do whatever it takes, whatever I need to do to help the team win, Coach.
So you play other sports? You play football?
Yep.
Do you have a favorite sport?
I'd probably have to say baseball. I like baseball better than football.
So you played as a freshman?
Yes.
Who's your favorite team? You have a favorite major league team?
Probably Atlanta Braves.
Braves, Opening day is tomorrow in Major League Baseball, and you have a favorite player?
Probably say Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman, that's pretty good. Raby thinks you're his favorite player. But do you have any individual goals this year as far as on the field?
I don't really set individual goals. As long as we win, I don't really care.
So you're playing first base. Are you left-handed?
No.
Not. Where do you bat in the order?
I bet 5th before, 6th before. It's really not really set right now.
You look like you might have a little power.
Some days.
Have you ever hit any home runs?
I hit one in practice in our little scrimmage we had the other day, but not in a game.
What do you like about playing baseball?
Just being around my friends and just coaches too. They just push you every day to be better.
What's the team goals this year for Oliver Springs?
District championship.
District championship, right. Who would you say your biggest rival is?
Cofield.
Cofield, Want to get another crack at them.
We will.
Like Caleb, right? Who do y'all have? Who do you play coming up next?
Play Oneida tomorrow.
At Oneida?
We played them Monday at Oneida. We play at home tomorrow.
How'd y'all do Monday?
Lost 1-8, I think.
You got them at home. Okay. So did you grow up in Oliver Springs?
Yes. Me and him were neighbors.
So what's it feel to you to wear that purple and gold?
Well, I've never felt anything else, but I mean, it's pretty good.
Feels pretty special, don't it? You got that leather jacket on.
Yep.
Pretty proud of that. And what is your favorite subject in school?
I'd probably say history too.
History. What's your plans for after graduation, Hunter?
I'm enrolled in Rome State right now for 2 years and working towards my business degree. And after that, I don't really know.
Okay. Go back to Caleb there a second. I was wanting to ask Caleb, do you have a favorite baseball team?
Yeah, the Atlanta Braves.
Atlanta Braves. We got 2 for the Braves. I'm a Cardinal.
It's all right.
Do you have a favorite player?
Oh, favorite past player, Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones. That's a pretty good player there. Yes, sir. I guess you've been to see him play, haven't you?
Yeah, yes, sir, I have actually.
You ever met him?
Not in person, but I've seen him play.
Okay, let's go over to Matthew. Coach, talk a little bit about Matthew.
Matthew is a late arrival. He decided to come out after we'd been practicing maybe a week or so. And actually his teammates came and said, hey, this guy wants to play, and I talked to him a little bit. I really didn't have to get talked into it much because I had the opportunity to coach him for 4 years in football, and he plays with a motor in football. I mean, it's unbelievable. He gets after people. There were times in practice he would physically abuse other guys in practice. I said, I'm calling the police. You've assaulted that child. But I mean, away from the field, he's one of the nicest guys you'll meet. But once he gets on the field, it's all business with him. And he's another one that I really have never had to worry about. He's going to do what's right all the time. And that's a testament to his mom and his dad. They've done a great job raising him. And whatever he does later in life, he's going to be successful. We're trying to kind of get him caught up hitting-wise. I think he can help us maybe in a DH or a pinch hitting role as the season goes along. And it's kind of an insurance policy for if something happens to Hunter.
So, Matthew, did you play, this is your first year playing baseball?
Yeah.
Did you play any growing up?
Yeah, I did a little bit in middle school and stuff like that, but never throughout high school.
Did you play as a kid?
Yeah.
You have a favorite team in baseball?
The Braves.
The Braves, okay. What about in football?
Probably the Titans.
I mean, what position did you play in football?
I was right tackle.
Right tackle. Okay. You have a favorite player?
No, not really. I'm just kind of a team guy. I don't really pay attention to the players.
What would you say the team goals is for Oliver Springs Bobcat baseball this year?
To win a district championship, like Caleb and Hunter said.
Right. And you play other sports. I know you play football. baseball? You play anything else?
Nope, just those two.
What's it like to play for Coach Kegley, not only in baseball but football?
He just really pushes us to our limits. You know, makes us realize that what we thought were our limits weren't actually there. Makes us create new limits, and then just pushes us past them even further. So.
Would you say he's a player's coach?
Oh yeah. He's invested in us as much as we are invested in him. So.
And have any individual goals this year for the baseball season?
Just improve on myself. You know, just become a better baseball player, and then get my chance and succeed.
And how would you say who's your biggest rival?
Coalfield.
That's too easy of a question, ain't it?
It's kind of like from birth.
Sort of inbred, ain't it?
Yeah. And they'll say the same thing. Coalfield will say the same thing about us.
So you grew up in Oliver Springs.
Yes, sir.
How's it feel for you to put on that Bobcat jersey?
It's amazing. It's a great privilege. You know, you work very hard for it, and you know, it's just a representation of the people who have done it before you.
What's your favorite subject in school?
History.
History. Do you have a favorite memory of just going to Oliver Springs High School after you graduate? Looking back, what are you gonna take away from it?
Just, you know, the everyday stuff, hanging out with your friends, playing sports, eating, you know, lunch, stuff like that. Just, you know, hanging out.
Do y'all go? Back in the day, we used to cruise Oak Ridge. I'm a Clinton guy. We used to cruise McDonald's. Do y'all have a place? Do y'all cruise?
Me personally, no.
The kids cruise anymore?
I don't think so.
Okay, you don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I don't think that happens that much anymore.
Well, Matthew, what's your plans after graduation?
I'm also going to Roan State for 2 years, and then I'm going to transfer to a 4-year college for either electrical engineering or mechanical engineering.
Would you like to play any sports in college?
I mean, my opportunities for sports in college have kind of passed on. You know, I've kind of made the personal decision to hang up football and, you know, all that stuff. Just focus on education more.
Right. Would you like to give Coach Green a shout out there?
Yeah, sure. He's all right.
He's probably. What about Coach Harper?
Like middle school Coach Harper?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was a big. You know, he was my offensive line coach my freshman year, and then into my sophomore year before he transferred up to the middle school. And he was a really big part of what formed me into the football player that I am. You know, so he was a big part of it.
Sounds like you got some really good mentors, Coach Kegley and Coach Green, and growing up, Coach Harper. That's a lot of.
Along with Coach Hill and Coach Craze, Coach Jones, Coach Brown, all of them. You know, every single one of them. They've really helped me out. So.
Okay, guys, I thank y'all for being here tonight. I'm going to try to get you all back on the show before it's over with, but thank you all for coming up and sharing with us. And right now we're going to go ahead and take our second break, and we're on with Coach Tony Kegley, head coach of the Oliver Springs Bobcats, and he's brought along some of his players, and we'll be right back here. You're watching the Locker Room Chat.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Live in and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is the premier pharmacy service location. Let our professional staff help with all your pharmacy needs, answer your questions, or help with your medication management with our Medicine on Time packaging system. We also offer medication therapy management to ensure you're receiving maximum benefits from your medication. Diabetes care is available with one-on-one consultations, or you can attend one of our monthly diabetes information classes. Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood.
We treat you like family at RMG. Bring your junk, cars, aluminum cans. We'll buy it on the spot and we'll pay you a lot. We treat you like family at RMG. Yeah, we treat you like family at RMG. We treat you like family.
Rome Metals is located just off of Highway 27 between Herman and Rockwood.
Old Subaru would like to announce the opening of our brand new, larger facility in Kingston. This new facility was designed to offer unmatched comfort and convenience for our customers. Our service department now offers full tire and alignment services, express oil changes, and a car wash included with each service. We're conveniently located at I-40 exit 356 in Kingston, an easy drive from anywhere in the greater Knoxville area. Earl Duff Subaru, Tennessee's only 10-time winner of the Subaru Love Promise Award.
Take advantage of financing as low as 0% during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Earl Duff Subaru in Kingston.
ADFAC, you've heard of ADFAC, right? I don't want to get this right. Okay, there's a lot of information right here. Aid to distressed families of Appalachian counties. Now, they've been helping out during COVID with a lot of families. As a matter of fact, I think they were in charge of a grant. Let me get that stat here. They were entrusted with over $350,000 from local agencies to help families experiencing COVID-related hardships. And we all know how tough it's been for a lot of families right now.
And a lot of organizations. So ADFAC had to figure out some way to still help the people that need help in their community. And this little egg is going to help them. Actually, it's a bunch of these little eggs. All you have to do is purchase one of these eggs. Each egg is $5. You buy as many eggs as you want. And then half of the money that comes in from the purchase of these eggs goes to ADFAC, but the other half
goes to you if you buy the winning egg. So what you do is you go to ADFAC's Facebook page, that's ADFAC, or go to adfac.org, adfac.org. Purchase your chances to win. You got to be 18 or older. All the information's right here. But the egg is cool, and you can get one and help out ADFAC, because ADFAC is helping out families in East Tennessee that need help this time.
And the drawing, which will be random of all the eggs purchased, will be on April 10th on a special YouTube event, so you can watch it and see if you win that cash.
Fabulous. Thanks for helping ADFAC. We're Mark and Kim from Starwater 2.1.
We all know that real estate is location, location, location.
Our team at Just Homes Group Realty Executives has the true expertise, pairing buyers and sellers with the right opportunities.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell a home right here in Knoxville,
Lenoir City, Clinton, or Farragut, we have the expertise throughout every Knoxville surrounding area. Call Just Homes Group Realty Executives today.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-thru for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
Welcome back into the locker room chat. And my guest tonight is Tony Kegley, head baseball coach with Oliver Springs Bobcats, and he's brought along some of his senior student athletes. And we're in week 3 of the high school and softball season, so we got some scores to look at here across the area. Starting out with some softball scores. These were from Monday and Tuesday. I believe these you see there. Powell over Anderson County, 13-1. Anderson County Lady Mavericks now 9-6 on the year, off to a good start. But Powell winning this game here. Cofield over Sunbright, 12-2. Cofield girls now 6-2 on the season. The Oliver Springs Lady Cats had them on last week, and they are undefeated, Coach Kegley. Knock on wood. That's right. As had Coach Hedden on last week, and some of his senior student athletes, but the Lady Cats defeated Oneida 15-5. That was last night, I believe. No, it was Monday night, and Tuesday night. Last night they defeated Oneida as well, 12-2. So they swept the Indians. So congratulations to Oliver Springs, Lady Cats, and Coach Hedden. See Midway there. They took a doubleheader from the Rockwood Lady Tigers, 7-0 and 8-0. As Midway Lady Wave now is 5-4 on the season. Some more softball scores here. Carnes nipping Anderson County 2-1. There's the score I mentioned. Oliver Springs. These were scores from last night. Cofield girls all over Oakdale, 17-0, and 25-4. So it took a pair from Oakdale. Midway with another win over Wartburg, 4-3 and 6-3, sweeping a twin bill from the Lady Bulldogs. Let's look at some baseball scores from Monday and Tuesday. Of course, tonight Oliver Springs was rained out. Who was y'all supposed to play tonight?
We were supposed to play Oneida.
Supposed to play Oneida tonight. Let's look at them baseball scores, Dylan. These is from last night. Oliver Springs, Oak Ridge. Well, these are actually last night. Oak Ridge over Anderson County 11-8. Halls over Clinton 12-2. Carnes over Campbell County 8-3. Cofield 10-0 over Wartburg. Coach Lau there at Cofield. Harriman over Oakdale 9-7. The Powell Panthers currently on top in District 3, Class AAA. They were undefeated. Defeated Central 3-1. And Rockwood, you see there, defeating Midway 9-6. These games were on Monday. I know that because I went to that Oak Ridge AC game Monday, and it was a really good game. Oak Ridge scored 2 in the bottom of the 7th. Come back to defeat Anderson County 8-7. Oak Ridge now is 5-1 in district play. Currently tied with Halls. As Halls nipped Clinton 1-0. The Halls pitcher Wrinkle is his last name. Can't remember his first name. He struck out 18 batters against Clinton through a no-hitter. They won 1-0. Clinton's Blake Lowe. He also struck out 12 in that game, so that was quite the pitcher's duel in that one. There's the score of the Oneida over the Bobcats Monday night, 8-1. Cofield 6-3 over Wartburg as they complete the sweep. Midway and Rockwood split. Midway winning on Monday 9-2. Harriman with a 1-run win over Oakdale, 4-3, giving them a sweep of the Eagles. And Carnes completed a sweep over Campbell County, winning 14-2, and Powell, as you see, winning 3-0 over Central. We got a call coming in. Let's go ahead and take it. Go ahead, caller. You're on the locker room chat.
Hey, is this John?
Yes, sir. Steve, thank you for calling in.
Yes, just wanted to speak to Tony Kegley, an old friend of mine from Lakeshore Park.
Okay, Coach Kegley's right here. This is my brother, Steve Williams.
How you doing, Steve?
Hey, Tony, I'm doing good. Just good to see you on the air. You're looking good and enjoying the show. I just wanted to call in and say hi. And I don't know if y'all got a chance to talk any about your umpiring career or not.
No.
No, we ain't got a chance to talk to that. Go ahead and talk a little bit about that, Steve. Y'all used to umpire together?
Yeah, back in early to mid-'90s, I guess it was. Tony, I think, was maybe still in college at that time, and during the summer months. Is that right, Tony, when you first started umpiring?
That's right.
And I just wanted to say, Tony, he was one of our better umpires down there. I believe if he had chosen at some point to go into umpiring professionally, he would have made it. He took umpiring seriously. He always came in with his clean uniform and shoes shined, and he spent time on learning the rules and running the game the way it should be. You know, I mean, not anybody can just step on the field and umpire and do a good job at it. But I just wanted to comment from that aspect of Tom's baseball career.
Yeah, Coach Kegley, let me ask you about that. That's interesting. You know, you're an umpire, now you're a head baseball coach. That give you a little more appreciation as a coach towards umpires, I guess. Not saying all coaches have, you know, it's just part of the game, but
I guess I would say I know what they're supposed to do and when they're supposed to do it. I probably have a little bit of a reputation among umpires. I expect that. I guess I expect them. I hold them to the same standard that I held myself when I umpired. And my guys are over there kind of cutting up because I get after umpires like I do my players. So
right, yeah, sort of.
But I tell them if they do a good job, I tell them they do a good job. I appreciate an umpire that does a good job, and I let them know that.
Well, you've been on both sides.
Yes, sir.
So that's pretty interesting. Steve,
Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, you got any stories, umpire stories with Coach Kegley?
Well,
Call any?
I can't think of it. I just know Tony worked hard at it. I'm sure it's just like he does as a baseball coach. He took it seriously, and he did a great job for us. He was one of our better umpires. We called a lot of youth tournaments. Teams come, and it was good youth ball. It was good youth baseball. We had a tournament about every weekend back when Lakeshore Park over in West Knoxville was at its peak, you might say. Tony, I did have one question for you because I umpired about 25 years in the TSSAA, and I do remember coming out to Oliver Springs, probably in a district game one time, and calling one of your games. Do you recall that?
Yes, I do.
Did I do okay that night?
I think so. Did I come out on you?
I don't think so, Tony.
If I didn't, you did a good job.
I don't recall anything specifically, any problems from the game, but that's been many years ago.
You might have just cut you some slack. That y'all were partners.
Well, I don't think that would have stopped Tony if I had made a mistake. Umpires make mistakes, just like coaches and players. We're all human. We make mistakes. The things that we can't tolerate are when you're not out there hustling as an umpire and doing just like Tony says. If the umpires are out there doing their job, he's not going to say anything. Missed calls, if you're in position and you miss one, you just miss one. Most of the time, a good umpire knows when he misses one as soon as he misses it. And that's because he kind of reacts a little bit too quickly. He doesn't process what he saw. He actually speaks too soon or calls out or safe. It's kind of like when you take a picture on a camera. You got to let the film develop in your mind and see that play before you go out or safe. That's only a process of a second or so, right, Tony?
Yes, sir.
But we all know that there is a little bit of sometimes umpires when they miss a call, like a bang-bang play at first or something like that, we're usually the umpire is usually the first one that knows if he misses it. But you can't change your call. I mean, that's part of the game. Would you agree to that, Tony?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I've taken up enough of your guys' time. Just wanted to call in. It's good to see you on the air, Tony, and good to see you. And commendable that you've stuck with your baseball program for almost a quarter of a century. That's highly commendable. You're working with those young men out there, and like I heard you say at the beginning of the show, you're not only trying to develop good baseball players, you're trying to develop good young men for the community and good parents down the road. And I certainly respect and appreciate that. But, John, thanks for the time on the show, and best wishes.
All right, Steve, thanks for calling in, and call back.
You're very welcome. Thanks a lot, guys.
Good to hear from you, Steve.
Thank you, too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, there's a lot of, we appreciate the umpires out there. They do a great job. It's a tough job umpiring, and those guys do great, and appreciate all they do. Have another call coming in. Locker room chat, you're on the air.
Yes, sir. Who's your shortstop?
Dakota Atkins.
Dakota Atkins, shortstop. Is he kin to Hunter?
That's his little brother.
Oh, is his little brother? Oh, okay. What grades is he in?
He's a freshman.
Freshman. We got a freshman shortstop.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Well, thank you for calling in. Oak Ridge has got a freshman shortstop too, Camden Black. Really impressive. So, anytime you got a freshman playing shortstop, you got a player.
Yeah.
Well, let's go meet these two young men here, Coach Kegley. We have the first tier, Corey Raby, and Corey. Coach Kegley, talk a little bit about Corey.
Corey, his first 3 years, he was middle infielder, and we're a little short on outfielders this year, so we've moved him to the outfield, and he's doing a good job. We've got him down lower in the lineup, but he's doing a real good job of producing down there, and look for good things as the season progresses.
Corey, did you grow up in Oliver Springs?
Yes, sir.
How does it feel for you to wear that purple and gold? Take a lot of pride in that?
Yeah, my dad went through Oliver Springs, so he's always held me to a high standard to do the right thing for Oliver Springs.
Did your dad play baseball for Oliver Springs?
No, sir.
So, how's it going? The season going for you?
Doing all right in the field. I'm playing right field. I'm batting 9-hole, but I would say that I'm hitting pretty good this year.
Sort of
better than I expected to.
Sort of like the second leadoff batter, right?
Yeah, kind of.